Yeah. How do you want to like with like horse sounds, like whinnies?
Oh yeah, do we have that?
Yay!
Yeah, let me
Woo!
see.
Ah! Ah! Like, ducks are the horses of the sea.
That's
Um,
you don't even need to explain how that's true because it's so
not
self-evidently true.
it's not for some. Some people think it's seahorses, which like if you look
No,
at a seahorse, it's not a horse at all.
it's way too
Um,
obvious. That would be way too obvious. It has to be because just the fact that seahorses have horse in the name, it's understandable that people would make that mistake. But they are completely different creatures, and when you say something is the horse of the sea, that's a metaphor.
yeah.
That's a figurative expression, and obviously ducks fit that category so much better than seahorses, regardless of the, really horse is just a suffix to a seahorse.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so hypothetical, if you were to take a seahorse and put it next to a horse, eventually that seahorse would die from not having water.
Or vice versa, depending on where you did the test. But yeah, I see
No,
it.
I think, horses would actually fare pretty well underwater.
They don't.
But, like, weren't they created by Poseidon? I think that was history. I learned that in history class.
Well, look, you're the one who's about to give a presentation, but I know here. I'll tell you this, Slic Fric. I know content, and I think we should introduce the podcast episode at this point. You know what I mean? Just let people know
Well,
we're doing a podcast.
yeah. We are doing a podcast today in celebration of Horse Heaven, which is the move 4-7 in Fric Frac Tal, which is why we're here today. It's such a special move that like we both felt the need to dedicate a podcast to it,
Yeah.
and also contemplate what it means to the wider like general purpose. So I made a little presentation like very quickly. It's called Horse Heaven, a fair and balanced discussion on Fric Frac Tal, the proliferation of AI generated imagery and its unintended consequences on creative industries, and the main tenets of a non human-centric theology,
Oh gosh.
presented by Slic Fric and Pterafractyl.
I'm
So when we
presenting it.
made
I
this
thought I was. I
presentation,
thought I was receiving the presentation.
no, the people listening to the pod are receiving the presentation. Like you're
Okay.
part of the presentation.
Okay. That's not what I was
Do you
told.
not remember making this presentation with me?
Yeah, no, I totally didn't. And this is, with this being the holiday season, it's sort of like what you did is when you get someone a gift and then you write like a family member's name on it too and pretend they were a part of it and they weren't. That's essentially what you've
Yeah.
just done to our audience, which I don't mind and I will totally get on board with. But wow, okay. So I am
I
receiving, but also in some ways I will be making this presentation as well.
well, I'm gonna ask you a simple question. Could I have invented horse heaven on my own?
Um, it would. You, probably, but I don't think. But who? How did it come about? You know what I mean? It probably did require. You need an audience
Okay.
there to make a pun to make the joke when you're making the move four
Exactly.
seven. And we built up a rapport of making puns all the time. But you did do. I mean, I'm sure you do that on your own a fair bit. Like to be fair.
Yeah. And my question was actually a trick question. I caught you. Because I didn't invent horse heaven. Horse heaven always was and has been. So
Okay,
like
that's fine.
it's existed.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
so let's just like talk about the fric fractal part of this. So like I'm gonna pull up a little board just so that our audience
Great idea.
knows the content of what we're doing here. So like in this game called Fric Frac Tal, which like if you've never heard of it, I don't know why like you'd be listening to us right
It
now,
would be
but like
impossible.
it's it well, I mean, now that we're talking about horse heaven, it's like if you're interested in horse heaven, you would find Fric Frac Tal. So I'm just making the connection.
Yeah.
So 4-7 is a number of a piece of a square in this game called Fric Frac Tal. So like it's a 9 grid, and inside each square of the grid has a micro square. where we play and then it sends you to another place. And I'm not going to get through the rules now.
It's
because
meta
that's
tic-tac-toe. It's like meta tic-tac-toe.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like if you look at the numbers here, there's like this matrix, and like it all makes sense. But in particular, today we're going to be looking at this square right here, the 4, 7. And like just tell me some things that some connotations you have of 4, 7. Like, is it a good move? Is it a bad move? Is it a neutral move?
Well, in the game of Frac, it's a corner within a non-corner. It's the corner square within a non-corner square. You send your opponent to 7. They obviously can send you back to 4. They could micro-macro. Then you could send them to 4, but then they could micro-macro. It's in some ways, I think, a very neutral move, like kind of just medium. It feels like it's perfectly fine, not especially harsh, gives opportunity to the second player, but doesn't necessarily like give them too much. What do you think?
Yeah. I would go a little bit stronger than to say neutral and impress upon you that it is in fact the most benevolent move you could do to start a game.
Wow.
Because you are, if you play 4, 7, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on just for the sake of argument.
Yeah, please.
If I were to play 4, 7, that is me sending you from a non-corner to a corner.
That's true.
So
I
that-
see what you're saying. Yeah. What about
that
4,
is-
5? 4, 5 would be even more benevolent.
But like that's who would do that?
Okay, I see what you're
Like-
saying. Yeah, that's more like utopian.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
no, it's like it's so benevolent you're kind of dumb.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's actually beyond
that's-
benevolent.
Yeah, it's ignorance is what I would call it.
Yeah, yeah, we don't want.
It's like you're trying to be a good person, but you're trying too hard, and ultimately will be your downfall.
Right.
The 4, 7 is recoverable. Like
Right.
it is just, it's me saying like I respect you as an opponent, and I want to not get off on the wrong foot here.
On the wrong hoof.
Yes. Okay. You're right. I'm not fully in the horse mindset yet.
Come on, take a second, Slic Fric, kind of loosen up.
Okay.
Stretch out. It's a podcast. You know what I mean? You can kind
I know.
of stay loose.
I gotta get my mind in the saddle. All right. That's not even a saying. I'm not there yet.
No, that's pretty. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. But like you can see how I'm making this connection of 4, 7 being a benevolent move that could theoretically get you into horse heaven.
Oh, I see. Okay, so but
Yeah.
if you're a horse, is there morality in the same way that there is when you're a human?
I wouldn't know because I am not and cannot be a horse.
Don't you think it's most
so-
likely that all horses go to heaven? I guess is what I'm
No.
trying to say.
Um,
No.
so this is, yeah, you can call me a naysayer, but like, sorry, I was saving that for later, but like it was just right there. Ah, shoot, what was I saying?
The morality of
Yeah,
horse being a horse versus being a person.
yes. So, when I say that we made this presentation together, it is just me referring to the fact that I texted you a few days being like, consider, let me see what I said exactly. All right. Fun, theoretical, open-ended philosophical question to ponder in the meantime. What if there was no human heaven or hell, but there was a horse heaven where pious and just horses spent eternity, and we existed merely as secondary Sims-like characters that enhanced them being horses, experience of this ethereal plane?
Yeah.
And then you said that you would marinate deeply until Monday, and then I was like, marinate? You mean? It's not a good pun when you say it. but
No,
it
it's
makes sense.
really, really good. It's really good.
Yeah. It's like a
Marinate.
mare is like a female. Yeah.
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 Horsenate.
And horsenating a president is
Um,
um
yeah, and that so you're right. That was very much us both preparing this presentation. But I guess I just wonder, what does it mean? Okay, so just and moral horses, what does that entail? I mean, and I guess why is there this kind of why do we have to be the servants in their afterlife? That was another question I had, but we can address that later. Maybe we already did. Yeah.
I would argue that I'm not implying that we're servants. We're just here for no reason. We're
Okay.
just here to like we're like paprika in a stew of like it doesn't need it, but like if you were to tell your friends that it was in it, they'd be like, "Ooh, I think I
Okay.
taste it."
Okay.
Um, and that's like us, you know.
In the horse's heaven.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's no horse hell because like torturing horses is hor- torturing tor-
It's not
uh
good. Yeah. I don't
it's
think
like
there's a
it's
hell.
unnecessary.
Yeah. I don't believe in hell.
Yeah, it's other people. Some would say
Oh.
that was if you caught it, that was a Jean-Jacques Sartre
I have a
reference.
question.
Yeah,
Heaven is a
yeah.
place on earth. Is horse heaven also a place on earth?
A heaven is a place on earth is a lie that we tell ourselves, or whoever's saying that tells us. Um,
That's not true.
like I've seen maps, and I haven't seen like a heaven USA,
It's
and
not on a
like
map.
is it like a state of mind?
No, it's just a non-state entity.
Like Puerto Rico?
No, Puerto Rico's part of the. Look, I
But
think
it's a
horse heaven.
non-state.
So horse heaven's not a place on earth.
No,
Horse heaven's not a place on earth.
that's the song that like we grew up with. But like I would say that like it is a place not of Earth, and like if you're like picturing white clouds and like golden gates and stuff, which like why are there gates in heaven? Like who are they trying to keep out? I don't know.
The
Um,
riffraff.
there's no riffraff in heaven, like
So
because he's
you
not
think
allowed to go there.
some horses don't make heaven, horse heaven, right?
Just the pious and just ones.
So where do those other horses go?
They get turned into glue. Like
Is that
that's where that comes from.
is that the case for humans too?
Well, I mean that's why horses are such sacred animals. Is like even in death they bind us together. Like
That's really heartwarming. That really,
yeah,
yeah,
the
helps.
heart gluing.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
really sticks my heart together.
yeah. So to get into a little bit, I guess the third topic that we're reaching now is AI and its role in society. Um, and like the reason that we're that I get that as a knee jerk reaction. I feel it too. You know, I'll do it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But like also, and then like a little bit of a, but like it has to end on a
Yeah.
because like it is like our own obsolescence essentially. It is our us undoing ourselves, and like no matter how much we don't like it and try and stop it, we won't be able to. I don't think.
No, I mean for sure, it's a AI is a huge disruption in labor markets as well as so many other different areas of our life. But it's just like the invention of like, you know, power weaving or like all or printing or all these big advancements in technology that it's going to disrupt a bunch of jobs. But yeah, we need to adapt our society to um, like use it in a healthy way. And yeah,
Yes. And the do we need to adapt? Are we forced to adapt? is my question. And like, will adapting be so seamless that we wouldn't even notice it? Because those, in my opinion, all three of those options are kind of bad and like tricking us in some sense into learning a thing that we didn't know and has been decided for us to all know about, have opinions on, and be good at in order to like live and work in this world that is being foisted upon us. So like
Yeah.
if that seems a little bleak to you, this is why Horse Heaven is like a good release out what are they like escape, you know?
Yeah.
So like cuz in Horse Heaven like all that stuff can exist but it doesn't matter because there's just horses. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to the second slide of this
Okay.
presentation if that's okay with you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
We'll come back to the discussion about AI.
So this is the discussion on AI. We have made 4-7 jokes so long, so many times that and it's just like 4-7 horse 7. Like, you know, when I say it, I don't even know that I'm saying it. It's just so automatic.
Force Heaven.
Horse 7.
Horse Heaven. And then it's sort of like Force Heaven, too. Like, it just kind of opens up a lot of possibilities. Yeah.
You force heaven into horse heaven. So, like, let's just talk about this image and, like, to just, you know, get the horse out of the room.
Yeah.
The disclaimer, this image was created with the assistance of AI. Please do not use for unintended purposes.
What are unintended purposes?
I don't like. I made this presentation quickly, and like that's what I thought a lawyer would say if they were in a rush.
I just don't know.
So like,
yeah.
I don't know what they are either.
Like
just,
prayer?
Like, don't use them. I mean, like if you're praying, that seems like it'd be intentional. Like,
yeah, it certainly
if
does.
You're like if you're making like a slideshow for like someone's funeral, like that would be an unintended purpose.
Did you put Fric Frac Tal into the text box for this AI or no?
No.
Okay.
It wouldn't have known what to do with it, and I'm okay with that. Like it just like images are just like boards with numbers on them, and like it would confuse like board with horse because like those are phonetically they sound similar, and like AI just doesn't know how to deal with homonyms yet.
I don't. Okay.
Okay. You don't think that's true?
I don't know. That's surprising, but okay.
No one knows. That's like that's the whole.
Look, the important thing is one of them might be like a unicorn or something. No.
Well, okay. So that I've this is part of the lore of Horse Heaven to me. I've like gone ahead and just like started naming them.
Okay.
So like
naming
this one, right? Oh, like maining, but like reverse.
I was just saying nay.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no. That's the sound that traditionally horses make.
Yeah, if you didn't get that by now, like, you know. Anyway, so the main figure here we have is Horse Jesus, and like he was half horse, half man. He came and like freed all the other horses. Is his name or like it's not a he per se as much as like it's this half horse, half human deity, half demigod.
Did you say make Horse Jesus super white?
He's not that. Okay, so if you look closely, he is actually triracial. He's like brown and then like pink white and then like
stop.
Well, I mean, like, you know, is this horse different than this horse?
Yes.
Then, like, is this just a light-skinned horse?
I don't.
Like, is this horse...
I don't know my horses. I'm just surprised by the body of Jesus. And then you're right, the legs are wild. It's like chicken legs.
Yeah, like uncooked chicken.
Yeah,
which like some would say that's what a horse is.
The uncooked chicken of the refrigerator.
exactly. So, this is Horse Jesus, and I've given him a name. Before I tell you what the name is, like, do you have any guesses what the name is? If you had to.
Uh, Fred.
Wow. Okay. That was different than mine. Okay, but I accept it. Like
Okay.
sometimes horse Jesus, messiahs
It was a
have
long
long names.
shot. Yeah, it was a long shot.
Yeah.
Amadeus, Horsicus.
Ooh, that's actually this one's name.
Okay, thanks.
You were really
I
close.
thought, yeah, I knew it was one of them.
Um, yeah, and like this is Seabiscuit, and this is Boxer from Animal Farm.
Okay.
Uh, this one I haven't figured out who it is yet, so don't tell me. But Horse Jesus, um, his real name is uh, Jesus, like hey. Um,
Okay,
um,
that's great.
Jesus Bisco.
I,
So it's like if you were to translate it, is Jesus biscuit like sea biscuit?
wow.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's really beautiful, and I'm glad to know.
exactly. But you
Mm.
can call him Fred because like that's just my name
Okay,
for yeah. Jesus Bisco or Fred for short.
Fred.
Um, yeah. So like so this is sort of just like one of those seminal like theology paintings that like help spur religions, you know. You can't start a religion without like elaborate paintings.
Yeah.
No one will like show up if it's just like, you know, just like walls, you know. They're there for the artistic representations. So,
When you say no one, are you talking about people or horses?
good question. And I was leaving it intentionally vague. Stalin, if you will. Stall is like a horse room.
That's very funny.
Thank you. Wait. Oh yeah, horse. Yeah, I don't know if people would go to it or if horses would go to it.
Okay, we'll figure
Can
it out.
horses paint? I don't know. Do they need to paint now that we have horse AI or hey I?
Oh, is painting a part of getting into heaven?
Um, I think like you know we don't have say on this, so like I can't speak for like Jesus, but like um, if like there was a horse that could paint with skill that would like merit human consideration, I think that's points for you. Especially because horses notoriously don't have fingers,
Right. I
and
mean,
like
they could obviously do some sort of paint, just with their hooves, but I think the
like
problem is they don't want to.
so like when they're counting, that's like paint by numbers.
Yeah, they could do it, like a gorilla or like, a freaking certain kinds of octopi.
Would you accept like a horse Jackson Pollock?
Oh yeah, they could make a Jackson Pollock for sure with enough time, with enough energy.
I feel like if you put a horse on like a blank canvas with a bunch of splattered paint, it would be impossible for them to not make a Jackson Pollock. So like I would take Jackson Pollock style horse paintings off my list of horse heaven.
They would
Um,
they would do it, but they'd also leave the canvas and they would start running away. You'd have a problem with that for sure.
well, how tall are the walls of the canvas?
The canvases don't usually have walls.
You didn't say they can't have walls though.
No, no. I guess you
What if
could
they
make a
had those like
walled
little
canvas.
gates, like that horses have to
I
jump
thought
over
you didn't
in
like gates.
dressage?
Now you like gates.
Well, those aren't real gates because like I can walk over them. They're just like
Okay.
they're difficult for horses.
Okay, you got a very complicated opinion on gates.
Well, I mean like That's what Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation did to me. Like,
I'm a product of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
yeah. And now that they're
Sponsored by.
like,
Oh, is it time for our commercial?
well, no, it's just like now they're divorced. It's Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation. So like,
Right.
um,
Is it really?
yeah.
Do they still share the foundation? That's so
Well, no,
beautiful.
that's just her last name.
Her last name is Foundation.
Yeah.
Is she I don't know anything about her at all, or him really. I try to not pay attention to people.
That's fine. They don't really have a lot of like relevant discourse to Horse Heaven, so we don't have to talk about them much
Good.
further than this.
But
Um,
we are otherwise we're sponsored by a lot of companies, so yeah.
Most of them
Yeah.
actually.
Most companies, yeah.
And like even the companies that we are sponsored by like are competitors with each other. So like they pay us
Mhm.
more money just to pay us more money.
Mhm. Yep.
In hopes that they think that we can get them into Horse Heaven, which like
We can't.
if you're listening to this, we
Oh,
can't.
if
Like
we you're right, or maybe we
legally
can.
we have to say it, but
Yeah,
like
we
to
can't.
them
Yeah.
we can, and like not is in parentheses.
Mhm.
So like that's how you that's like lawyer 101. If like you're trying to sign a contract with someone, just like put not in parentheses behind all the affirmative verbs.
Sometimes I'll add
Um,
like the fingers crossed emoji.
I mean, but like before emojis existed, that was like really confusing to lawyers.
Huh? You draw it.
Uh, they're really bad at drawing. That's why they went into law. Like,
Yeah, well they could still make Horse Heaven, right?
no, like
So
it's just for horses.
it's just for horses. I was gonna ask that. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. So part of this image, I like, it's another tenet of horse heaven, of like this depiction of Jesus Bisco. Uh, Obviously, he's an odd one out, not only because he has the wings of a bird, but also the body of a man. So like some what do we call blasphemers? But what's like a horse blasphemer?
Horse femur.
But like that's an actual thing. I think they have like actual femurs.
With a PH.
Oh yeah, okay. Um, so like some say that this was just a man who tried to like put on a horse mask and sneak into horse heaven. Uh, like I do not subscribe to this belief system, but like, um, there's some credence to it.
Wow.
Uh,
You're bringing up a major like argument against the religion that we're presenting on. And you're
well,
giving
I
it a
mean,
lot
like,
of you're giving it a lot of credence in the way you're bringing it up.
well, this is this it's 2025 about to be 2026. Like we have to like come up with like real solutions to modern day problems.
How
Like,
old is this religion?
as old as time. Like it's always been. It's just like you're just
Horses
talking about it.
didn't even exist until probably like a few 100 million years ago or something. I don't know.
Well, you remember the Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
That's like after the Big Bang, that's when all the horses ran out. Like, and then that the universe, like,
Yeah.
and we were the Milky Way horse. Like,
Yeah, I don't know,
how they have dumb
man.
names sometimes.
I don't know, man. I think you might have gotten some misinformation on that, but
Are you a creationist? Like,
no, I think you might be some sort of weird
no,
creationist.
I'm subscribed to the Big Bang Theory as it relates to horse heaven.
Are
Like,
you
it's in
talking
line with
about?
science?
You're not talking about the show, right?
No.
Okay, good.
Also, I mean, like
'Cause I
that
thought.
has also been around since the beginning of time,
Okay.
because of how long it's been on air.
I think horses in general probably didn't exist before like unicellular organisms.
But like they're the okay. I know that this is an AI representation of horses, but if you look at the non-human horse one, look at look at the one with the 2 on it right now. That's not a real 2. That's just the page number of the slide. But
Okay.
this like this horse is magnificent. Like this is obviously like twice as long evolving as like you or I. Like, you know,
No.
we got like these like why do we stand up if it hurts our lower backs? Like what the heck is that about?
Because then you could shake people's hands and be like, "Hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you."
They could do that too for
No,
like a brief
they gotta
second
like
and then go
slap
back to.
hooves. Yeah, it's not the same.
Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna like ignore the like the gang related implications of slapping hooves, but like,
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
like I said, not all horses go to horse heaven, you know.
Well, where do they go? They go into glue? They become glue?
Yeah, they like leave this world and then bind us. It's really like Zen.
Do other
Uh,
animals do other stuff like that?
no, because it's only horse. Like
Do
you're
other
thinking that
do other animals have heavens?
no, we don't.
Okay. Okay, so only horses have a heaven.
Exactly,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood the ontology here.
exactly.
Okay.
And then, for example, one way to get into horse heaven. Do you know what the Kentucky Derby is?
Yeah, of course.
It's this thing that humans do. We like force horse.
Forces.
No, sometimes like combining words just like is the word you're trying to use.
We force horses to score scourses.
Source. You force horses to score sources. Okay. That could be one of our rules. Because I also have rules that I'm drafting up.
Oh no.
Um, wait, where was I going with this?
The comparison to human horse Kentucky Derby vibes.
Kentucky Derby. Okay, how to get into horse heaven. All right, so like, let's say that you're a horse in the Kentucky Derby. You have been pretty much like eugenicized, because like you've been inbred so much and it's cost so much money. You've been groomed. Another horse pun, intentionally, but like you've been groomed
Not
to
good.
like only run as fast as you can, which like horses can run faster than us. We know this. Like that's why you stand on all fours instead of on two. Like you run faster. Um,
Yeah.
so like, uh, so they're like this is to horses the Derby has like they still call it the Derby, but like it just has a lot darker connotations to them. It's like the purge to us. It's like the Derby to them.
Okay.
Um, so like,
They
if
speak
you know how like,
English.
I mean they like speak like Aramaic. Actually, like Aramaic came from horses.
Okay, and then you're translating that to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
to Kentucky as well.
Okay, thank you.
Um, yeah,
I didn't realize you
and
spoke Aramaic.
it's actually called Maramaic when the horses use it.
That's
It's stupid, and we'll keep making that pun.
no, it's
Um,
perfect. I mean, that's
it's
it
perfect.
needs to it actually
So
needs to be said.
yeah, so you know how like every now and then a horse like it's running too fast, it trips, like it hits a clump of mud or
And
something, it
flips.
breaks its it breaks its leg, and then like people are just like we gotta like put her down or put him down or
Yeah,
like
which I learned is actually quite a violent thing that they're talking about when they say that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So um, in horse, like from the perspective of a horse, the horse that is put down draws attention to the humans that this is a violent act that should go on no longer. So you can actually see the chart of like when horses get put down on national television, it like corresponds to a decline in like human viewership and interest. Like
So, and then Does this relate to heaven in some way?
Yes. Okay. You know, like, because when the horse is put down, like, some would say that some horses you could tell that they take a dive on purpose just to bring light to the cruelty of the spectacle. Um,
That's a bad
and
idea.
no, but like to horses, that is a benevolent act because in the long run, another pun, um,
It's not a pun.
they run. It's a pun.
It's not a pun.
Anyway, they run for long distances. Like, how is that not a? Anyway, so like the horse being martyred is bringing attention to a real horse problem to a people that they cannot speak to. So like it's transcending language, bringing awareness for horse liberation and like horse not shooting and gluifying for like human purposes. Um,
Well, I obviously agree with those causes. I just feel so bad about these horses and the way they feel. You know.
if only there was like a place for them to go in this afterlife. Oh
Oh.
wait, there is.
Ooh, heaven is for
Heaven is a
horses
horse.
first.
Yeah, that's like what the doors. That's the song when the doors open, or do they slide open? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't been, man.
Theoretically, if there was like a human heaven, would you prefer the gates to like slide open or to like un like open that way?
Probably slide. I gotta be honest. That'd be so cool.
It's
Sliding.
safer
Yeah.
because like
Then I'd
what
like
if you're
run.
dead? If you're dead and then the gate swings and like hits you and kills you, like that's not a heaven that I want. So like I'm all
Yeah.
for the sliding doors. There is the if you don't go fast enough, like they will close and then like sandwich you into like eternal purgatory existence of being sliced in half, being half in, half out of
Right.
heaven.
Right. Of course.
But that
Of
this is all
course. No, of
theoretical.
course.
Like,
I understand. I think this
like
is common knowledge, but the question is like how long are we in heaven for if we're horses? You know what I mean? Is it eternal?
um, I would hope so. Like I said, I can't know. I haven't been there.
Okay.
I've never been a
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah.
Um, so I would hope that like once they get bored, they could like trot away or something. Like
Hmm.
there's a greener pasture somewhere.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's also tough if like actual horse heaven is a green pasture.
Right. Then it's like, how do you believe in greener pastures if you get kicked out of horse heaven after like 4 million years or something?
Yeah. Also, like, what is greener? Like, there's a green on the screen right now, a green screen, some would call it. Is that the green, or like if it goes lighter or darker, does it become more or less green? It's a more like green area.
That's a green question.
Exactly. And thank you for agreeing with me. Um, so yeah, I like this is all for us just to speculate right now, and all we know that horse heaven definitely exists, and we're not allowed in. So like, there's also a question of like, what is our morality in this situation? Like, we're not
Okay.
living for horse paradise that is like unattainable to us, or like, even if it is attainable to us, like we can't be horse Jesus.
Don't think you're
Does anyone
supposed. No, you're not supposed to pluralize Jesus.
Jesus Christies.
Well, I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. I mean, you're saying there's not enough horse Jesus?
I'm just saying that like even if there was, it would be really hard for us to like get there because like I already know that like I like can't go there because like back in high school, like I looked at a girl that wasn't my girlfriend, so like that already disqualified me.
From horse heaven.
Yeah,
So
horses can do that, but
horses can do that. So humans can get into horse heaven, but we have to follow strict rules of morality that are very weird.
no, because there aren't rules. You just have to live perfectly.
That sounds like a lot of rules.
It's one rule.
Well, why was it wrong to look at someone who wasn't your girlfriend?
Uh, because like she wasn't a horse.
Well, that's some people believe in that. You know what I mean? Some horses believe in that.
And they're allowed to. Like, it actually helps horses to have a diversity of beliefs to get into horse heaven. Like, you can't just be like one denomination of like horse religion and
Yeah,
that's enough. Like, you want well-rounded horses up there. Like,
definitely, definitely,
hmm
definitely.
exactly. Um, so like I said, it's just really hard for us. And like I was just giving you an example. Like I'm sure there's like hundreds of millions of other examples. Like
Of
I woke up this
course.
morning and like rolled out of the wrong side of the bed, um, which like
Yes.
I do every morning because like my bed is against a wall. So like I technically all to get out of my bed I have to wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
Wow, that's really unethical of you.
But like I live in a way that doesn't care about such minutia like that. Like I can't be
Wow.
confined to the tenets of horse heaven if I know
Okay.
that I can't get in.
Well, I'll see you not there when I'll be in Horse
Yeah,
Heaven because I do
I,
live
I, I
perfectly.
don't I don't want to build a stable of my own undoing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. But you can use all the puns you want, but I'll see you never because I'm going to Horse Heaven.
That's like the second rule of horse heaven is you can't like talk about horse heaven.
We've been talking about it for 42 minutes.
I know because like not 47.
I mean, not yet.
Oh, we'll get there. Uh, But yeah, I knew that was one of the rules, and like you should have known that was one of the rules too. But
Okay.
like, it doesn't help that they're unwritten because horses don't have fingers and or pencils. So like,
Okay. I just
yeah,
hope
they
no one
just know.
uses this for any unintended purposes.
Uh, I mean, they can use our words for unintended purposes, but like not this image. This image is sacred.
I appreciate
Uh,
the disclaimer. I find that very helpful. Thank you very much, Slick.
you're welcome. And what was the other thing we wanted to talk about on this one? It was let me see. Uh, we talked about Fric Frac Tal, the
It's
proliferation of AI
it's been
generated
a
imagery.
very exhaustive presentation so far with a lot of different points up for discussion.
Well, I mean, we keep jumping between the points, like much like a horse would do. Um, but like, I'm trying to stay on track because I did want to talk about each one of the things. So like, the AI ness of to reach out to the humans who are like not here for horse theology. Like, let's discuss AI of this
Okay.
image.
Okay.
So like, this was an idea in my head. Was to create this image of horse heaven, and I will show you the file. Um, so this was the file. Um, this is Photoshop 2026, where AI is just built into the darn thing of like if you put an image, this is the final image of the AI that I modified and you know it played a role, but it was my idea and I played a role. Um, in the fact that like I learned how to Photoshop for a decade before there was any AI at all in it, and now it's just like you can fucking just like type in a thing here and it just creates this thing that would have taken you like a day to make, and like
Yeah, no, for sure.
if you look right here, you can see that I've typed in the prompt "horse heaven" with horse gods surrounded by horse angels, like a Renaissance painting.
Wow.
Um, so this was not the first image it gave me. This was
Whoa.
you can see that like this was like this was its first guess at it, of
Whoa.
what horse heaven would be.
Just on its own?
Yeah.
Just
Before
horse
I
heaven?
Yeah. So
That's
it's like this was the
so good. Wait, I want to see one that's just horse heaven.
oh, like make a new layer.
Have you ever done where the only AI prompt was just horse heaven?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, live on the pod. This is content.
Wait, did I forget how to do it already?
And so, yeah, my thoughts on the AI of it all are like, I think it's an extremely disruptive technology. I'm just not against, or I'm not a fan of like completely moralizing about it and saying like it's never useful, but it's usually really tasteless. Like all those examples on the right side there look really bad, in my opinion. But,
Oh yeah, but these are just
yeah,
stylistic
yeah, yeah,
recommendations.
of
So
course.
like this is the thing that like I'm new to, so like this is me just like looking at it. All right, back from our little intermission. But important thing to note, like we took a little break, but the first half of this recording was 47 minutes
Yeah,
and 4 seconds.
exactly 47 and 4. So
Yeah,
4-7 in the vibe.
I don't like usually witness horse miracles, but like I believe in them,
I
especially at these.
believe in horse miracles.
Where you from? You horsey thing.
Such a good song.
Yeah. Okay. So before we went on a little intermission, I was just starting the process of how I came about generating an AI image in Photoshop. So like this is not me going online for like a free image generator, buying credits and whatnot. This is a graphic designer's main like interface for their jobs, and this shit is just built into it now. And it's annoying to turn it off because it sets itself up as the default. Um, and when it keeps like re-updating itself and releasing new versions of itself, like it gets more and more annoying to go back to like Photoshop from like the 1900s or whatever, which is like what I'm used to. Um, so like
Yeah,
this is
I've
Photoshop.
never used this in Photoshop, and
It's new. It's
yeah,
This is like last year,
yeah.
and like it was like a couple years ago too, but like it was really bad. I remember there was a time where I came to your house and we tried out the very beginning of Mid Journey or Dolly,
Well,
where
it was
it
actually it was a Google collab file that someone had just shared somewhere. And so it wasn't even like a branded thing. It was just like a file that you just like almost like pulling up a spreadsheet.
exactly
So
it
that
was
was
really
kind of,
clunky
it was,
and
yeah, it was pretty OG. That was like 2021, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And generally considering like when I consider my own like social class, like as like a young person with not a lot of money and a good amount of debt, stuff usually gets to me slower than it does to rich people. So I'm going to say that AI image capability was accessible to people since like 1803. Um,
Well,
so, look,
I mean, okay.
and it just got to us in 2021.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know if that's sort of arbitrary, but look, the point is, I do think there's something lame about AI stuff, but
uh,
I think it's a useful tool. But I'm not saying it shouldn't be used, but it definitely shouldn't always be used, and it should be like really used deliberately, in my opinion, for sure. But it's always fun to like experiment with and see what it shows. That's why I want to see what it says for horse heaven.
yeah. So as you can see, there's the generate prompt, which is just words here. You can either hit art or photo as the style of you. Like it can either be like a cartoonish thing or it can be like a realistic photo thing.
Hmm.
Uh, I like these effects are just like they're just filters, so like I don't care about that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But do you want art or photo
Can we
before seven?
do photo but no effects and like no
Yeah,
style and no composition?
yeah. But I'll still show you what like style is like.
Yeah,
Uh, you know, this is why like it was pink and stuff is because I had like a pink style photo.
that's good.
And then composition is like, do you want a corner of a building? Like
No.
this is like it getting literal of like
Yeah.
it will just like have a skyline in the background or it will be a liney
Right.
owl or something.
Right.
So I'm just not gonna select anything for that. We're just
Right.
going a photo
I just
of
want to
horse heaven.
see, yeah. But it's, it doesn't really matter, but let's just see. Because it doesn't
Well,
know.
I mean, this is the thing that
Adobe.
I did.
Adobe's
This is
never
Adobe.
been to Horse Heaven.
Uh, well, let's see
Okay.
if it has.
I don't know how we're
Generate.
going to see.
It's gonna generate an image. So it's doing that now.
So you and I are just going to judge whether we think it's realistically an image of Horse Heaven.
Yeah, which is impossible for us to like actually judge, but like,
Oh
oh,
my God. Can,
that's not bad.
can we do one where both H's are capitalized, so it's more of like, hey, it's not about a horse, it's about the place?
I but like horse heaven isn't a place on Earth.
Why do they just focus on like one horse? You know what I mean?
Well, because like we didn't type in horses heaven.
But I just feel like, isn't it obvious that in horse heaven, how do heaven for horses?
Heaven for horses' sake.
It's up without the sake.
Okay.
Because I mean, I know it's not how it's actually called, but I think that will help Adobe understand what it's being asked to represent here.
Yeah. All right. It's generating.
Okay. Wow.
I but I think that's just because I typed in four horses.
You no, you did? Whoa! Change it
Yeah.
change it to FOR, but then make the last letter a Z.
Like that.
For no, like FOR and then the last letter of horses to be a Z.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay, yeah. This will be and I like the 4-7 layer that you superimposed on it.
Yeah, so that's all me. I made
Yeah,
that,
that's
you know.
good. Whoa! Why don't
Wait, what? Why is it super close? Like,
why do they love framing? Because they have like all these pictures of horses, and they probably not that many, and they just train their AI on these pictures where the horse is up close to the camera. It's so stupid.
wait, but like, is it trying to be like horse heaven is within you?
I don't know. Ask it. Say, are you trying? Ask it right now. Just be like, are you trying to say that horse heaven is within me? And just ask it that.
Are you saying horse heaven is within me? Question mark.
Okay, that will help us figure out the answer to that question.
Because
Okay.
that is categorically false.
No, let it express its opinion.
Well, I mean, it has to learn. How else is it going to learn?
You're not teaching it. It's teaching you.
That's categorically false. Okay, see, like, this is good.
Whoa.
See, look, I told you it was important.
Whoa.
I understand AI more than you.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Red bushes.
But like, is that a yes that it is within me?
I don't
What
know.
about this one?
That's disgusting. Honestly, AI just is ugly.
What if like it was just like horse heaven was just two horses in a symmetrical duel with each other?
Yeah, like what the fuck? And the clouds are obviously symmetrical. Like, why did it do that?
I don't know, but here let's do this next option where you click on the little three dots and then let's say that this is a good one. I would use this result. I strongly disagree. Match my text prompt. I'm neutral. Looks believable. Strongly disagree. We can't know what heaven looks like. The results match the photograph look that I wanted. I'll strongly agree. Boom.
Okay.
Feedback.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so then let's just generate similar so that it makes three more of these.
Hmm.
And then like it always saves that your past history of generations.
Wow.
So that's like a thing that's new to me.
Ew.
They're closer though.
Ugh. Why is it?
And the clouds aren't symmetrical
Wait,
anymore.
wait. I might like the other one. Go to the one. Yeah, that to the right.
Oh, this one's getting more of their butt. Is that what you wanted?
No, it's not the butt, but go to the one to the right. I think the clouds get pink. That's nice. Look at that. There you go. That's a good one. And the way they kind
Yeah.
of straddle the 4-7 label, that's beautiful. And the clouds are less, I mean, they're obviously symmetrical, but they kind of flow a little bit better here. And the mountains are
The 4-7 label is just like you can turn those off.
I
Like
understand that. I like it.
in
No,
real
I
horse
like
heaven,
it.
there's not like a floating scroll.
Are you sure? How
Uh,
do you know? I like it. I think it's helpful.
that was a test in your learning. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know because I can't know.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's great because it helps. And notice how it kind of that they're evenly on the sides of it. It works perfectly. You know,
Exactly. All right. So
it could be a little
Uh,
lower, maybe. I don't know, but
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and like duplicate this, and then we're gonna do the next thing. So this is horse heaven copy.
yeah. Okay.
Let's see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna smart select some stuff now.
Okay.
Of like, what if we made this horse into, like let's turn this horse, uh, candy apple green.
Okay. Can you say turn it into a Fric Frac Tal board?
Uh, maybe.
Okay, I'll take it.
Well, I want to see what happens first now.
No, for sure. For sure. We got to see the candy apple green as sort of a first experiment. There you go. Beautiful.
Okay.
Some things were made to be candy apple green. This horse is one of them.
Let's see. All right, candy apple green, with pink dots on chest. Generate.
Wow. I hope it can handle the request.
I mean, like, it should know that all horses in heaven have pink dots on your chest. That's how you.
Wow, looks sickly. In a good way.
Well, but there is no sickness in horse heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that.
Wow.
Let's try this
Oh,
one.
I
Generate
like
someone.
that one, yeah. Make the other one just normal.
I don't have to. It is already just normal.
I know. That'd be funny if you just keep it normal though. I'd like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
This looks like Animal
yes.
Collective.
Yeah, it does. That really does look like Animal
Whoa.
Horse have in. Horse
Wait,
have in.
do you think like horse heaven is like an animal collective?
Yeah, it's a collective of horses. It's a horse
Or are
collective.
we the animal collective to the horses? And
I don't know. I mean, I think probably a little of column A, a little of column B.
do you think horses would refer to themselves as animals?
Um, no, because they speak Aramaic apparently.
Meramaic.
Mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Who's the
This is
biggest horse
actually
of all?
like not a lot of people know this, but like we live in America. Like
Home of
because,
the Broncos.
exactly. That's where they get it from.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember one of our previous Frac League games, where we said pretty brazenly that Americo Vespucci didn't discover anything,
Okay.
it's because it's always been America.
Yeah.
Amerigo, like that was just that's a dumb name.
Yeah, it's not named after him. It just happened to be a coincidence. It's named after America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Amerigo
Anyway, so like,
Vespuke.
am I right?
Okay, can you just type in for the other horse, the normal one, make it a Fric Frac Tal board?
Wait. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it does it. Make it a. Do you want to go Fric Frac Tal as one word or three words?
Three. Of course, don't confuse it.
Yeah, that is what the trademark says.
Yeah.
Do you think this is connected to the USPTSO?
Yeah, of course. Adobe.uspto.gov is my favorite website.
Okay. Oh wait, I shouldn't use it.
Yeah. Him. Them.
It is a girl horse. Like, as you can tell.
Okay. I can't tell, dude. I don't pay attention. I don't see gender.
Gender is actually really important to horses, and it defines them. And
Okay.
like,
All right,
in a
I do.
non-destructive
Okay,
way.
I do see it. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. Yeah.
It's like, not all things are bad. It's just how people use them.
It's so true. What? What? Zoom in.
It made her into a Fric Frac Tal.
What the what is going on? Why is there a human person?
And why is she doing like questionable things in this area of the horse?
What?
And the horse's mouth is like happy about it.
You wrote wait. Change it to okay, dude. You biased it. You gotta take what? You gotta take her out of it. Just do make the horse a Fric Frac Tal board. You know what I mean? To make it neutral. Thanks.
All right.
No, you don't have to say make it neutral. Okay, alright. Well, I guess.
We're here.
Yeah, we'll see what it says.
Oh, I shouldn't have said make it. I should have said make it neutral.
That's such a funny looking horse, dude. Oh my god.
Wait, what was it before?
What the? Why is it such a weird. Dude, take out make it neutral. That's so confusing.
So you want like an extremist horse in horse heaven?
No, I just don't want a horse. I just want a Fric Frac
It's
Tal.
horse heaven. There has to be horses.
No, if you say make the horse into a Fric Frac Tal board, I'm really
Okay.
Oh, and maybe next we try change Fric Frac Tal to say meta tic tac toe board or something. Or maybe not. Okay. Adobe just likes horses, I guess. Doesn't want to change it at all.
Let me try another thing.
What are you thinking?
I was seeing if I can add, like, alright, let's go back. Unselect, Control D. Horse heaven copy. Come on, deselect. Heaven for horses. What was it? Are you saying horse heaven is within me because that is category false? Add an image, style, reference, or composition. Do you want it in the style of a Fric Frac Tal board or in the composition of one?
Composition.
Okay. And then, do you want it to be a digital Fric Frac Tal board like we play in Frac League, or like a wooden board?
Probably digital, right? I feel like.
Okay, yeah. So I uploaded one of our previous games for composition. And I think it might turn the whole image into this. But I guess we'll find out.
Okay. Oh my god. That's kind of interesting.
Ooh. This doesn't look much like horse
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, yeah.
but it seems like their souls are trapped within the board, and that's not what Horse Heaven's about.
Definitely not. But it
Let's see what this one is. This is
that's nice.
less
More classy. It looks like a Magritte painting.
Ooh, this isn't. Let's say that this is the good one.
This one?
Strongly agree with everything. It's always important to submit your feedback, no matter whether it's good or bad feedback.
I guess so.
It's just the world we live in.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of interesting looking. How do you feel looking at that and thinking about the spiritual meaning of horse heaven, especially around this time of the holidays?
I feel like whoever did this program like has not been to horse heaven, and it shows.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of decapitated horses in a shelf, like, this seems like horse hell, which, like, if you like were a theologian, like, you'd know doesn't exist.
Right. That's level 1.
Yeah, and we're at level 4-7. So yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. Interesting, the ethics of AI and the art of, and so on.
Well, I mean, now that we're here, this is a good stopping point of, like, is this technology useful to us? Like, judging what's on screen, like, there are some good things going on, some bad things going on, some things that we didn't anticipate, something like, like, I like polka dot horse, neutral horse doesn't, really, do much for me. Decapitated horses that are all, like, white is also not great in my book.
Yeah.
Like, do they think only white horses believe in or, like, belong in horse heaven?
I don't. I wouldn't take it that way, but yeah, I don't like that aspect of it either.
Yeah. So let's go back to this image, because like this was a good image of, like,
Yeah.
I made it look like a Renaissance painting, so it's acceptable to us as, like, humans. Of, like, this isn't horse heaven really looks like. It's just an image that is acceptable to us based on our knowledge of a theoret. Like, I don't want to be blasphemous towards like human religion either here, but like this is a theoretical representation of human heaven being represented as a horse centric heaven. So like this is not a real image, but a representation
Right.
of a representation of a
Right.
fictionalized place, which is like pretty accurate in my opinion,
Okay.
but my uninformed opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, I hear where
so
you're coming from, Slick.
exactly. So to me, the person who like had the vision to create this image for humans by humans and AI, like I'm pretty happy with this image and the fact that like it's kind of close to what was in my head.
Hmm.
And it didn't take me forever to do that because there's also a world that I would have spent like I would have probably like hand drawn the horses, or like I would have had to like get a picture of a horse and send it through like an online stylized editor or something, and then imported it into Photoshop, cut it out, cropped it, changed all the lighting so that the lighting was consistent on each horse within Photoshop. And like I'm saying this is like these are the things I would do, but like I just don't have to do and probably won't do anymore.
I mean, but
So
realistically, you don't have the rights to this image, right?
realistically, I have all the rights to this image because no one owns any of the image, or like the AI
But
is
my
very
under
explicit about.
yeah, but my
Yeah,
understanding of that is that that means no one can own the image, so you can't
for
commercialize.
unintended purposes.
I well, I don't know if you're allowed to commercialize an image necessarily. Like, you couldn't make like an album cover with like Adobe's AI, could you?
I think so.
Really? Okay.
You can't do it with an image of horse heaven because that's blasphemy,
Of
and that would
course,
get you
of
like
course, of course, of course.
of course, a horse, a horse. Yeah, that's where
Horse
that
is
comes
a
from.
horse, of course, of course. A horse is a horse, of course.
Yeah. So I would like I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this well, I can't rate it, but I give it a 4 out of 7,
Yeah, it's a
which is
good.
the highest rating you could get.
Okay. Better than 5, 6, or 7 out of 7.
Yes, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to explain it to you.
No, of course.
Um,
I helped with the presentation.
you helped with the presentation. You were the one that was like, "Yeah, let's do a podcast on it." So like, if anything, you're the genesis. You are
That's
the
not true.
the Phil
I was like,
Collins.
let's do a podcast, and you were the prophet.
Yeah. So okay. Well, that was the demonstration of how to use AI in this new Photoshop world to
Yeah.
create new religions that have always existed but have not been existent to the general populace. So if you're trying to like start or popularize a religion that already exists and you just need imagery, I would say that you probably shouldn't use this because that has larger implications. And you know, I think part of our discussion is the ethics of this. I would say that using AI for professional work or for money or for gain is like pretty unethical because it's not really your work. But what is work these days? And if we're using AI and and stop calling it AI, let's just like refer to it as automation for a second. If we're looking at AI as just a way to automate stuff that we don't want to do because we're lazy or we don't have time to do it, AI is a quick way to generate images or like generate work or spreads or bar charts or uh, like its whole appeal is.
Slick, did I just lose you or something?
So I was talking about like the relevance and like why we as like creative workers are forced to use AI and test use it in our workflows, and like why, like, when I'm testing out generate option thingies in new Photoshop, it's because I have to learn how to use it to like discern whether or not it's useful or not, which is super annoying and takes time to learn a new thing. And it's the older you get, the more annoying it is to learn new programs of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but um, I feel bad about complaining about stuff like that because it is just the reality of our future is just learning new programs, even though they're not as good as the programs that they're just different in what everyone uses. Um, I find this like one of the worst parts about modern life is that things change for no reason, they just do it. Like in Horse Heaven, you just use the tools that work for you and you don't have to change. For instance, I'm just saying.
Probably.
So AI is just, it's one of these technological changes that like I want to say is cool and I want to say is helpful, and part of me like there is like little serotonin bursts to the brain when like AI gets it right and it matches what's in my head. Um, like that is cool because like in my head I know that saves me 45 minutes or it saves me 2 hours or like, you know,
I remember the
like
coolest thing from when we were doing those images on that Google collab file was you could run it for basically as long as you wanted. You would just keep it advancing and it would do more and more frames of the image that it was creating from our prompt. And
exactly.
there were times when it would like fall off a cliff after like 3,000 iterations or some random amount. It would just completely change and have like a whole complete mutation of its. And it was really interesting because you almost felt like it had a life of its own. But that was only like 2 or 3 times in the span of like hundreds of times we ran it. And I
Hmm.
remember just being like, "What the hell? That's so interesting." So, I mean, yeah,
So that
the tech is very interesting. I'm not, I'll never be like sold on it as like a solution to everything, obviously, but it's a tool and you can use it for some things, like a chainsaw or something.
hmm But I mean, this comes to like, are we really free in a sense of like, is it a tool that we have to use, or else we'll get fired, or else we'll like be excommunicated from the working world or from our friends who are AI
Hmm.
generating little emojis and sending it to each other in group chats, or like,
Yeah,
what
that's
if this is how people, like, how kids start wiring their brain of like, why do I need to use my imagination if I just need to have the words and then the imagination is an external
yeah.
force?
All of my
That's
major relationships ended because of my partners trying to use AI emojis and me not reacting well to it.
I actually came across a great AI emoji. It's the exasperated face, but like it's also the crying, laughing face. So like half of it is crying, laughing, and half of it is like sighing and exhausted. And in that second, it was just like that is like perfectly what millennials feel all the time. We're both exhausted, and we have to pretend that we're energetic and amicable.
Yeah, but a human could
Um,
have made that, you know what I mean? But they come in here and they take our jobs.
but like, this just leads us to a bigger question of like, what are jobs? Are jobs just coming up with prompts, or
Well,
is
that's the
are
thing.
jobs?
I'm happy to have fully automated luxury space communism, but I'm just
Mm,
worried that that's not the way things often go when there's technological breakthroughs.
yeah. I mean, like when Henry Ford automated the the construction line, assembly belt, whatever. The purpose of that was so that like you could spend less time building cars and like spending time like drinking and like yelling at your wife. Um,
Yeah, it's a
so like,
major development.
why are we all not like yelling at our wives more? First
I'm
of all, like I don't have a wife,
I'm not
so it's like
married. Yeah,
it's very hard to yell at my wife.
yeah.
So like, I have all this leisure
And
time.
secondly,
Like,
it's wrong.
Oh yeah. I was like in today's stand. I was still
Second,
like talking
yeah,
from
no,
like
but
the 1920s.
secondly, it's wrong. Yeah.
Secondly, yes, it is
It
wrong.
was wrong back then too. I mean, to be fair, I mean,
To be fair, yeah,
yeah.
but like that's not what Ford thought. He thought it was perfectly fine.
Okay.
And that's why we have cars.
I don't
And
believe in
cars too.
Ford. I believe in Fred.
Yeah, or Jesus Bisco. uh, so yeah, Jesus Bisco never
It
yelled.
sounds like a restaurant or something, like the bistro or something.
I mean, to us it does. To a horse,
What
it's
does that
like is a
mean?
very safe.
Bisco?
Yeah,
Biscuit for meaning sea
biscuit.
biscuit? That's the connection?
Yeah, yeah. Jesus biscuit. Like biscuit is a term of endearment to horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Bisco. But is Bisco the Spanish word for biscuit?
Uh, is Jesus the Spanish word for Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's spelled Jesus. Like Jesus is Haysus.
Oh, I forgot. I
Yeah,
forgot. That's what we were dealing with. Yes, of
yeah,
course. Of course.
yeah.
The police are coming to arrest you for that.
They're like in the wrong place if they're like near you.
The rule of law will pervade in all lands.
Like horse law or like human law.
Oh.
Because horse law.
How many slides is this presentation?
Next slide.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe we just talked for like well over an hour about the 2-slide presentation.
I told you it was short. Like,
No, we nailed it.
yeah.
We did a good job putting that together.
Yes, thank you. I
Yeah.
hope you learned something new.
Yeah, we both put it together hoping you learned something new.
Yeah. See, don't you like the 3-slide presentation format?
I like that you numbered the final slide too.
I didn't. I'm trying out this AI slide presentation maker.
See how bad it is that it numbers the last slide. You see the downsides, the downslides.
Well, it didn't think this was going to be the last slide. It said something else here, and I was yeah.
Yeah, see, it doesn't understand the classic 3-slider.
Yeah. But like I got this format from like this other presentation I had to make for professional purposes. And it went over really well. Do you want to see that?
Sure.
Uh,
Should we stop the podcast?
no, because it's part of it.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. Let's see. Yeah, this is bonus content, by the way. We can still talk about Horse Heaven.
Yeah.
Or actually, I did have another one. Yeah, this is it.
Wow.
Full slide. Control F. Nope, that's Control Find. Full screen. There we go. Okay. This was my presentation: neoliberal corporate power structures and how presenting one-sided information to a mass audience can effectively silence and engage in critical discussion. Tips for you and your team.
That's interesting.
So like, it's like, it's a little dense of a title, but like I wanted to get my point across. So
yeah,
like,
you did.
let's break it down like to make it more digestible. Of like, what is a presentation? Thank you.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, I can see how long did you talk about that? An hour?
No, this was one of my quick
Okay.
like that was exactly how long this presentation
Wow.
was.
Wow. Well, we
Business.
stretched ours to an hour.
Yeah.
That's the magic of a podcast.
And then this is sort of like the bonus. Oh no.
Whoa.
Wait.
You got it.
Actually, I would say that this is what horse heaven is.
This is horse purgatory.
Look at it though. Like purgatory.
Yeah. Horse gatories. Wow, it's like a Christmas tree also. 'Tis the season
I
with
know.
snow spiraling around.
Okay. That was too trippy and I think I'm stuck now. Anyway.
The fourfold.
So yeah.
Whoa.
Um so like this is the draft and like like I wasn't ready to put it into the 3 slide presentation yet.
Yeah,
This
because
was gonna
it's
be the fourth
the
slide.
fourth slide,
Uh,
obviously.
um so like these are like
Did you make
the
that logo or did AI make it?
AI made it.
Okay.
So
But if
like a
you
lot of the
had that
text is-
idea, that's such a good idea. I mean, you could have just done it.
Mhm.
It's so easy to
But
do.
But like I'm trying not to have ideas anymore because like I get into trouble.
Okay.
Uh
I like where it says no need to cause a stir up.
yeah. Well, I mean like it's religion, so it's like people feel very strongly about it.
Yeah.
And, like I'm just trying to like give you the tenets of like the fourfold path of like love thy neighbor, no horsing around, no naysayers, and walk on all 4 legs or people will get suspicious.
Okay. Kind of seems like the last one is like the only serious one and the rest are just filler.
Uh, I get that critique. I'm like, and I am the one who wrote this, and I am an imperfect like vessel for horses.
Maybe just go back to the horses and ask them, what they think. It's okay. We'll have
Yeah.
more episodes.
Well, you know how like Jewish law, like there were like just real laws about sanitary practices.
Sure, I was just thinking about that the other day. Yeah, how like shellfish and pork like might have been kind of more likely to carry disease back in the day and stuff.
Exactly. So like if like we as humans saw like a bunch of horses walking around on 2 legs, not that they have to, it would just be weird to us. Like they're capable of doing it, they just choose not to.
I see.
Because they understand that if we saw that, we would suspect more. We would make an example of the horse that did it, um, like we did that last time. And yeah, like
It sounds like
or
yeah.
yeah.
It sounds like
So
you're saying horses are Jewish. That's cool.
I didn't say that at all. But this is like a holy time of year for horses as well. So um,
It's the most holy time of year, yeah. Horsemas.
or Horsica with a C in the front.
Corsica.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good presentation.
Yeah. And like, we're just merely presenting the idea of horse heaven. There's like horse religions that like, it's unfair to like refer to like horse religion against Catholicism or Judaism because it's like comparing apples and horses.
Yeah.
Um,
It's very different categories.
exactly. So like what they see as religion and like their rules can be very different. But like I feel like this is something that they agree with as well. Except like by definition they would be naysayers, but like it means something else to them.
Rawhide this page proportion.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're listening to this still and like you're a fan of Fric Frac and like this is all a departure on what you were expecting of this podcast, I don't actually like I was kind of thinking about that the whole time and I don't know what to say because
No,
like
I
this
think it
is
was integrated, yeah. It was very integrated. Yeah.
We talked about the move 4-7.
Yeah.
So like Fric Frac. That was like the first 10 minutes of this
This
hour.
is the point of the podcast. It's some episodes are more theory based and some are more praxis based. Yeah.
Yeah, this is part of the lore of Fric Frac of
Yeah.
like when we like if we're playing a game for fun and I go 4-7, you're like, oh, like that place.
Yeah. That I believe in.
That or like and like that it doesn't matter if I believe in or not.
Because it's real.
Because it's real. And it's not for me. So like, why do I need to bother my mind with it? Like, I got to figure out my own moral determinism.
Right.
Like, you know, we have the trolley problem. They have the carriage problem. Like, it's just different, you know.
It's true. Well, do we have anything else to say to the audience, or how are we doing? What are we thinking here?
Shoot, I wanted one more horse pun. I wanted to end this with arms white horse puns, but like
Yeah, with a real clip and a clop.
and a trip and a trot.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we need to end on something, like, go hug a horse.
Yeah.
Go treat a horse nice. They are magnificent creatures that have a lot more at stake than we do.
They're the ducks of the land.
Yeah. Now, like, do we judge them of how they treat mules and donkeys? That's another podcast. Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's not. They have to be nice to them still. Like,
Sure,
still,
that's
like,
the thesis. Yeah.
That's the thesis. Like, you
Yeah.
got to be a benevolent horse to get to horse heaven. So,
Right.
like,
We
you
sort
can't
of
just
explained
go-
that, yeah.
Yeah. Or, like, you know, I don't think we explained what pious and just horses, like, what a pious and just horse is outside of the fourfold path. I gave us an example of like how a horse could get into horse heaven, but that was an extreme example of like a horse. There's only like 10 horses in a derby a year, so that's extremely rare. Like a horse like picking up their friend's kid from soccer practice because the other horse is like chewing on some cud or something. Like that's how you get into horse heaven, or that's like 4.7 points towards getting to horse heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll say again, we don't know everything about, horse heaven or horses necessarily, but if you do want to learn more about horses, one cool thing you can do is you can poll them, and you know what the biggest polling company is?
I don't. What is it?
You don't?
What is it?
Gallup.
Oh my god. My guess was so much dumber than that. I was gonna say horsebird.
It all works, yeah. But we don't know. We're trying. We're trying to convey the best we can.
Yeah, we're trying to like tell to the best of our knowledge that we don't know anything. So
yeah,
which is a big tenet of Fric Frac. So that was our full circle moment.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. Well, great pod ep.
Great pod. I'm glad that we were able to teach a new perspective on life. And also like a real skill of how to use Adobe AI in ways that aren't super helpful because I wouldn't really use them like that. But that you could use them like that,
Yeah, if you so choose, and that's your choice, And maybe
Yeah,
it affects if you get into heaven. Who knows?
That's another thing about our podcast of like it can be helpful to you if you so choose,
Yeah.
That's the vibe we're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are but mere human mortals.
We are just mere human mortals.
We're no, because like mere humans is what Jesus is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad.
We're
I didn't mean that in any sort of blasphemous way. All right. Well, bye.
Nay.
Nay.